biracial and I proclaim it loud. I'm biracial, no hate can keep me down. No matter what my haters say, I proudly rep both of my races today. I'm biracial and I'm proud. I'm biracial and I proclaim it loud. I'm biracial and no hate can. I'm biracial and I'm proud. I'm biracial and I proclaim it loud. I'm biracial, no hate can keep me down. No matter what my haters say, I proudly rep both of my races today. I'm biracial and I'm proud. I'm biracial and I proclaim it loud. I'm biracial and no hate can.
Assalamu alaikum YouTube and good morning. Good morning. It's your angry biracial back with another video. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. I'm gonna wait for people to come on, and then I'm gonna address this situation for the very, very last time, because these are some really desperate, weird people. And I'm gonna address it for the last time, and then I'm gonna close the book on it. So I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes because let people come on so y'all enjoy the song real quick, and then I'll start. Worst case scenario, y'all can catch the live later, but yeah, let's go ahead and put this on.
Sit on your throne, biracial king. Hold your head up and reign. You're a leader, you're a lion. You're the top of the food chain. So sit up on your throne and reign. Oh, biracial king.
You a king, you supreme biracial. Top of the food chain, you reign biracial. Should be celebrated and you should be on your throne, G. But sometimes I know you get lonely, cause nobody really treats you like royalty. They just treat you like they don't know what you know you be. But keep your head up, don't you ever let up. It only gets better, so you should decide to get up. They never showed you love, no support from anyone. Even biracial women, they never showed the ones. But everyone's expecting you to be strong. When you have black and white, where do you belong? You never had a shoulder to lean on. Sometimes you're down when they think that you seem strong. You got no ally, nobody got your back. But you always keep your head high, cause you're stronger than that.
Sit on your throne, biracial king. Hold your head up and reign. You're a leader, you're a lion. You're the top of the food.
All right. So I'm just gonna address a couple things, right? Because this is just sad, and I'm not gonna be on here trying to convince crazy people that they're crazy. It's like talking to a brick wall. I don't gotta prove my lineage to anybody, because their new thing is because Tanya's desperate ass, the one to join in because she's desperate for apples, I guess. You know what I mean? Like you didn't learn last time, Tanya. People are already hip to your bullshit. I have to thank you though. Tanya, because you made my channel blow up with your hate of me. So I guess I don't know. I guess it didn't go the way that you wanted to go, and now you're trying to dive in again. But drink my coffee real quick. But I'm gonna address a couple things, and then I'm gonna close the book on this and get back to the regular content and the music and the animation. It is what it is, right? This all this shit started in the Golden Sphere. The Golden Sphere is a group of stalkerish biracials, and Taz has been a part of attacking people from the Golden Sphere. Just go into YouTube and type in Golden Sphere and Taz. He's been involved in that space with the stalkers of that space for a long time, right? And these stalkers, this was one guy. He likes to try to find people's parents and mock them. He's done this to a lot of people in that space, right? He's some Kang that's pretending he's mixed race, right? And so this started back in January, but back then, I think before January, I think it's December, right? And this is a continuation of that. So they took I ended up privating my Facebook because I'm showing my Facebook, right? They took pictures from my Facebook account, from my Facebook account and the Facebook account of my little brother. My little brother, I was trying to get him to come on and do this live stream with me, so he can confirm that our mother is dead. My biological brother from my mother, but it's like, should I really have to do all that? Like, this is a crazy conversation to have, where people I don't know are trying to tell me that they're talking to my dead mother. It's ridiculous, right? So my little brother, he works the graveyard shift. He's asleep, so whatever. But this is my Facebook, right? And I'm not gonna show my little brother's Facebook, and unless he wants to come up here, but he's asleep. So anyway, this is my Facebook, right? This is me, right? Oh, I sent Lisa a message. This is the live feed of my conversation with Lisa. But this is my Facebook, right? Before I get into that, this is my Facebook, right? These are all the pictures of me and as a baby, of me and my sisters, me and my Arab mother who passed away, pictures of it. And there's more pictures in my Facebook. I privated all this, as you see, almost a year ago when these crazy fuckers started stalking me. They took pictures from my Facebook here and pictures from my little brother's Facebook, and then collaged them with pictures of this woman, Lisa Maxwell. This is the live conversation between me and Lisa, right? It says, "Are you angry biracial?" I said, "Yes, you are the." Sorry, I'm tired. I can't see. So yes, you are the infamous Lisa who's supposed to be my mom, right? She says, "I'm sorry about that. I didn't know he would be so nasty to you. He killed one of my dogs before and threatened to drive down here and kill my other dog if I did not do as he asked." So the woman's afraid. She is in a wheelchair, and they're taking advantage of this woman to get her to pretend that she's my mother. It's just a whole long thing where her and I talked all about this. She's actually not a bad person, right? And so I sent her a message, said, so the crazies started up again with the BS that you're my mom. Why you wanted to come on a live stream and debunk this with me, right? And if she doesn't want to, I understand. If she doesn't want to come up here and debunk this with me, I understand. Like, she's disabled, why pull her into this crap, right? So look, my mother passed away in April of 2020. I have screenshots of conversations with her. I have actual Facebook conversations that I had with her. I have my birth certificate. I have my this is the actual birth certificate here, and then I'll show you. I showed this last night because they're trying to say that this woman is my mother. This Lisa Maxwell woman, but here is another picture of my birth certificate, and then we'll go back to my Facebook. Again, this is the last time because, like, I really don't have to prove shit to these fucking crackheads, right? This is a screenshot of this. This is a screenshot of this. That Maxwell birth certificate. A screenshot of this, right? And let's zoom in. Let's zoom in on the name of my mother. This is how desperate. And the fact that Tani TKO is jumping into this, it just means that she's desperate for, she must need the money, right? Right here. That is my mother's name. That is what is on this paper. My birth certificate right here. Right? Aisha Igiri Al-Zaid. If you go to my Wikipedia page, let's go there. the one that everyone wants to talk about, right? Let's go there. I'm pulled up. It tells you in the beginning that I was born Jesse Adam Al Zaid. Al Zaid, my mother's last name. Like, what do they do when the father is not present? Right? They give you your mother's last name, right? Let me pull it up. I hit the wrong button. I'm a little tired, man. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but let's go at this. Let's share the screen. The Wikipedia page on me, where it talks about, when I got in trouble 20 years ago, right? It says Jesse Adam Al Zaid. That's the name that I was that my name was before it was changed to Jesse Adam Macbeth. It says that here. You know what I mean? I was given my mother's last name at birth originally because that's her last name, Al Zaid, because she's an Arab woman. You know what I mean? So, like, the whole premise that this woman, Lisa Maxwell, is somehow my mother makes no fucking sense when her last name is Al Zaid on my birth certificate. And even on the Wikipedia page about me, it says my original name before it was changed to, it was changed by my mother to Jesse Adam Macbeth. It was changed to Macbeth because she thought that was my father's last name. My father, he went by a lot of different names. He went by T-Mac, that was his pimp name. I didn't find out until later that his last name was Tuggle, right? So she thought his last name was Macbeth. So later on, she changed my name to Macbeth. But as you can see, I was born Jesse Adam Al Zaid. Al Zaid. That's what, the same thing that's on my birth certificate for my mother. And people are like, oh, he's altering documents. I'm not altering shit. This is the live birth certificate. I'm not sure y'all can see it, but whatever. This is the live birth certificate. And then I took a screenshot and then cropped out so you can see the name clearly, right? And on the Wikipedia page, I don't know how to alter this Wikipedia page. This is not ran by me. It says my name originally was Jesse Adam Al Zaid. The same name as my mother right here. Watch. The same name on my birth certificate. Let's pull it up. The same name. Right? Same name as my mother. I mean, that in itself should debunk this whole situation of a woman named Lisa Maxwell being my mother. There's this whole nonsense, right? And it's like, and now Tanya TKO is saying I'm not even biracial. that I'm a white man pretending to be biracial. It's like, really? Really? Is that how desperate you all have become? Are you that afraid of the big, bad, angry biracial that you want to make up shit? Like, I expect this shit of a crackhead, but does this woman really want to risk her 200,000 something subscribers? Like sprouting these lies? I didn't sue last time for many reasons. I'm not going to sue Taz because Taz is too broke, and Tanya is also broke as shit. Like, I've been talking behind the scenes with a lot of other content creators that have beef with Tanya, and I have a whole bunch of information on Tanya, her personal fucking information, and she is fucking broke. She ain't worth suing either. That's why look. No one who is making money off of YouTube, who's making a lot of money off YouTube and has assets, whatever, would risk their channel harassing and bullying and slandering people like that. Only people that are broke do that because they know they can't be sued because they ain't got shit to sue for. I would lose money suing her because she ain't got shit. And I have all the proof. And the only reason why I haven't did an expose on her is because like I'm not the type of guy that attacks black women. And despite how much of a piece of shit that woman is, she's still a black woman. And I'm not going out there. I don't want to, I still kind of feel protective because she's a woman. That's just who the fuck I am. And I'm not the type of someone to dox a woman because I know she has a lot of enemies and I don't want to put her information out there and then something happened, So I'm not that type of guy, but I sure will give the information to a female content. Look, if you're a female content creator and you have a beef with Tana TKO, I have an entire file of information on her. Let me know and I will email it all to you and you can do your own expose on it, right? This is the thing, right? This woman, like, she went at me before and just pretty much lied. Hold on. I got a message live from Lisa. Let's see what Lisa Maxwell, the woman that they're saying is my mother, let's see what she said. Let's see what she said. Well, let me share the screen for my Facebook. Right here. Make sure y'all can see it. Right. She responded at 11:49. She said, I asked her, so the crazy started up again with the BS that you're my mom. Are you willing to come up on a live stream and debunk this with me? She said, I'm scared and rather not get involved with it anymore. I'm sorry they are doing this to you. This poor disabled lady in a wheelchair has been threatened. Apparently, I'm not sure if this is true or not. But she said that they deleted one of her dogs, and she's in our conversations. He said her dogs are all she has as family. She's alone in a wheelchair, disabled. I think she's paralyzed from like the waist down. And this is the lady that they are manipulating. The poor woman, they are scaring and intimidating to come on here and trying to say is my mother, right? You know what I mean? And again, they took pictures from my Facebook account. That's why it's private. I got lots of pictures here, right? Lots of pictures of me and my family, and all of it are private because I privated it, right? I privated it all. All of it. Because they were taking pictures and from my account, from my little brother's account, and from her account, and making collages saying that, oh, see, this is his mom. I'm like, really? Really? So I privated my accounts. I had another Instagram account, right? A whole other Instagram account. There's nothing but pictures of me, my family. I deleted that account when they started doing this, and I made the Angry Biracial account. You know what I mean? Because it was like, these stalkers are fucking nuts. They are nuts. And already, look. Let me show you how nuts these stalkers are. Already, like, they're that desperate trying to get some little bit of YouTube cash. Watch. This dude already, right? This is Taz exclusive, right? He is this desperate trying to get some clout off of me. That he's already got, more videos primed, to talk about me. Look, and it seems like he's in cahoots with Tana TKO. This isn't the first time that Tana TKO has been in cahoots with other people. I have a text message from a brother back in, when she was doing this, a text message from a brother saying that Tana TKO offered to promote his channel if he went against me and bashed me, and repeated the same shit that she repeated. I've showed that before. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let me get into my Google Voice message, because that's where and that's where I keep it. I want to block out his number, but I'll do a screenshot and I'll put it up here. I'm going to screenshot it now, right here. Right? Screenshot it now so you guys can see. Let me block out his number. Bam. Okay. Now I'm about to send this screenshot to myself of this brother, saying that Tanya TKO, wanted. He has a text message, of saying that she wanted, him to go against me, and she would promote his channel. He hasn't sent me a text message because he's afraid that Tanya TKO will try to dox him and his life and stuff, and he doesn't want those issues, which is understandable. But like in my mind, like, what about me? What about the angry biracial got y'all so afraid, so intimidated? I mean, what about me and my story has you all like so desperate to get clout off of me, right? Yeah. I'm sending this to me and to my computer, and then I'm gonna pull it up right now so you guys can see, right? I gotta make sure his number is thoroughly out. It's thoroughly out of it first, but this is the shit she does, Like last time she tried this shit, right? And she thought, oh, I'm gonna bury this biracial guy. Last time she was hitting on me, right? And I sent the text messages to another creator, and she did a whole expose on, she did a whole expose on Tana TKO and her history of hitting on married men, and show some of the text messages, right? And then Tyler's response was, "Oh, I'm so hurt that this other black woman from New York, took this guy's altered text messages." I'm like, the text messages aren't altered. Like I can log in to my TikTok right now. She blocked me, so say block user, and show you. I still have it in my phone book. I mean, text messages. I saved it just in case I need it for the lawsuit. No, all the text messages between me and her, right? What does it say? That says Tanya TKO. All text messages between me and her, all of them. All of them. Where I show the pictures, because we talk about those are my daughters. We're talking about how, because she was trying to make a big deal about how my daughters, who look like this, my mixed race daughters, how they wanted dolls that looked like them. Y'all remember that video? I said, this is what my daughters look like. They're not dark skinned. They wanted dolls to look like them, right? So I sent her pictures, to try to verify that, right? This is I got all the information, all of the text messages, of her sending me have a happy Valentine's shit, and she want to come out to Ohio, all this other shit, all of it here. You know what I mean? It's like you see it, I also got the same thing with my TikTok messages. I do the same thing there, right? So I can show it live so people know that, they're trying to say my kids are white now. So my kids are white. So my kids came from my black wife, but yet they're white. See what I'm saying? This is the nonsense. This is nonsense. They're probably so. Oh man, look here. Let me like I got pictures, but my wife is Muslim and she's not really covered in these pictures. Pictures of her in the hospital giving birth to my kids, holding my kids, after she gave birth to them. But somehow they're not her kids either. This is how crazy they are, right? This is how crazy. Look, I got strong genes, strong ass fucking genes. Yeah. Let me pull up a picture of while we're talking. Let me find a picture. One that's appropriate for me to share of my wife in the hospital holding one of our children after she gave birth to them, right? I have plenty of them. But it's just, again, this is that craziness, right? So this is what they said. One, my mother's not dead. They're talking to her. Her name is Lisa Maxwell. You know, I thoroughly debunked that shit. Now they're trying to say that my father wasn't dead, and then they backtrack and said, oh, he is dead. Now they're saying that the guy that is my father is some white guy. And then when that's not going to stick, now they're saying that these kids aren't that these kids are white and they're not my wife's kids. Like good Lord. You know, good Lord. You know, and you're right. Like I don't have to show anything, but it's like these attacks are just fucking crazy. You know, these attacks are just craziness. You know, now it's fucking crazy. So again, this is the last time I'm going to address this because it's fucking crazy. This bullshit. But I will show one picture, right? Saying my kids are white. Look, and this is that pro-black Kang mindset. They're saying my kids are white because they can't believe that me, a half black man, a biracial man, had a children with a darker skinned but black woman, and the kids came out as light as they did. That's that bullshit that they are on, right? And it's just, again, it's beyond ridiculous. It's beyond on baffling. Yeah. Let me go back. Let me search through these years. I'll find it. Give me 1 second. Search. Let's go to here. Let's do my oldest. When she was born in the hospital. And you see, I got a ton of pictures. I have to go through all the years, pictures of me and my family from when they were kids. Again, it's just baffling all this shit. And I make sure the picture is appropriate because, again, but we are a Muslim family, and my wife, you know, publicly can't be shown in certain ways. So I got to find out an appropriate picture. But you know what I'm saying, like, this is the craziness, right? And no matter what I show, no matter what proof I show, they're going to say, oh, it's altered or it's doctored. You know, my wife, she can come on and say, yeah, these are my kids. Everything they're saying is lies. You know? And it's like, but they still won't believe. They'll say, oh, she's just covering for him. They are so desperate, you know, like Tanya is essentially fucking homeless. And she really needs the money and clicks and views off of me. She knows I'm rising up. She knows I'm a rising star over here. She knows my channel was growing. She wasn't expecting to get the backlash that she got for trying to attack me. She wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? But she got it. She got it because people recognize that she was full of shit. You know? And thing is, like, hold on. Right, it's like, right, but the thing is, they're not even you know, so they're not even upsetting me. It's just like they're like an annoying gnat, you know. Okay, this picture is appropriate. I'm gonna send it to myself. The picture of my wife in the hospital after she had one of our children. One of our children. Like, these people are so idiotic. They don't know how genetics fucking works, right? They don't know how genetics works. You know, oh, those can't be your children. That can't be your wife's children because they're so light. You know. Let me pull this up. This is how desperate these fucking idiots are, and it's fucking beyond crazy. I'm gonna show you this picture of my wife holding my oldest child, Muwazma. So this was taken 9 years ago, right? In the hospital. And she's covered in this picture. She's covered, so it's fine. But it's like, I can do this with all of my kids. Right? With all of my, this is her in the hospital after she gave birth to my child. You know? After she gave birth. Right? But somehow these aren't her kids. Somehow my kids are white now. Right? Is that what the fuck? I'm saying, so this is why I'm not going to respond to this shit anymore. Because it's like crazy. It's a circus. It's a fucking circus. You know what I mean? And that woman, Tanya. Oh, hold on. Let me put up that screenshot. I said I'll put up of that guy, of that brother I was talking to. Make sure his number's out of there. Yep. So let me put up this screenshot. Right? He's afraid to send it to me because, you know, he ain't trying to get, you know, bashed and stuff like that. Right. So like, I have 5 biological kids. The my 6th kid I adopted out of child services. You know, he's not my biological child. I adopted him. So, you know, but I just tell everyone he's my biological child because I don't want him growing up and seeing me talking about how he's adopted. You know what I mean? So I treat him like my son, my you know, my oldest, because I adopted him. And I did a whole other video on that. So let's pull this up, right? So this is a picture right here of my wife after she gave birth. This is 9 years ago. After she gave birth to my oldest daughter, right? Right here. I mean, it's basic fucking genetics. Here we go. So now, he is your son? Like, what? I don't know. I don't know who this person is. Let me go back before I decide to blog. Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. My bad. I'm all over the place because I'm focused. Yeah, you're right. He is my son because I adopted him. He is my son. I appreciate that. I'm in a different zone. My bad. Forgive me for that. You know, because I don't know who is who nowadays. Everyone is on some crazy shit. But this is the screenshot. This is the screenshot from this. So make sure his number's out of here. Let's share it. Of course, Tana's going to say, "Oh, he altered this." I mean, I wish this brother would come up here with me because he's an active YouTuber. He has the damn near 10,000 subs, you know, but he doesn't want to do it. This is me. I sent him, "Hey, bro, can you send me some screenshot of her asking you to go against me? I know a couple other big YouTubers that would love to tear into her about it. I would also like to plan my commentary around it." Right? And let me move it around so y'all can see his response better. Okay, well, it says, I don't want to put that out yet. Best to keep it in the tuck until needed. Don't want to not have stuff saved up if shit go left. This interview with you could send her over the rails. Him and I were planning to do a interview debunking a lot of the shit that she was saying, right? Debunking it together, you know. But we ended up not doing it. But you know, it was planned out. But it's just like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. They attacking me, you know. Look, they can't attack my message, so they go after my dead mother, right? Now that they're going after my father. Look, I didn't show this yesterday. Here's my chat log when I first reached out to my father. They're trying to say that this isn't my father, right? This black man, this king, it isn't my father. Tony TKO said this shit, right? Saying that this black man, this king, isn't my father, right? So let's pull up some conversations that I had with him before he died, right? So look, let's do this. Oh, what's going on, Prism? Look, they got China TKO and Taz and all the crackheads. They just attacking me and making up bullshit. They're saying that my that my mother's not really dead, and they're talking to some woman named Lisa. That's supposed to be my mother. They're trying to say that I'm not half black, that I'm a white guy. Trying to say that my kids, you know, are not from my wife. You know what I mean? All this other shit, right? You know, when it's just pure fabricated bullshit. They're just desperate fucking people, right? But yeah, they really, you know, on some bull, just making up shit to make up shit, right? But let's go. Let's pull up my Facebook again, right? And let's show. First off, let's go to my father's page on Facebook. Let's go to my father's page, right? Well, there's pictures of my kids and family and stuff. Let's go to my father's page. View profile, right? This is my father, right? This is my father. I when his birthday came, I messaged him. He's dead, but you know everyone's saying happy birthday, happy heavenly birthday, Mr. Tuggle, because he's dead, right? Right? And this is someone spamming on this thing, right? This is me when I posted my song that I made about my father. You know? Oh, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold up. My two youngest are up there fighting about something. Give me 1 second to address that. I'll be right back.
Sit on your throne, biracial king. Hold your head up and reign. You're a leader, you're a lion. You're the top of the food chain, so sit up on your throne.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. They were fighting over a toy, you know, kids being kids. But yeah. So this is my father's page, right? And you can see I've been messaging him for the longest time. This is when I wrote my book about it, right? This is his page. His page. This is a video I did when he died. When he died, right? It's posted on his page. A video I made. The day that he died. Well, the day after he died, right? Yeah.
You know, and this is crazy, and this is part of the reason why you know, and his side of the family, these other kids are already at my throat, disturbing my peace in the way that I'm mourning. But I understand that they experienced him differently.
That's a different video of me talking about my father. Well, because I didn't have anything good to say about this man. That's the day he died. You know what I mean? You know, it's just crazy. This is all the bullshit, right? His other page, to Tommy Tuggle. I mean, Timothy made his other page, right? Same shit. You know, same shit. You know, this is me and my sister on this side. When I met my family on this side, right? All this stuff, right? You know, when I had my kids, I was trying to share with them before he died. It's like, you know. So now they're trying to say that this isn't my father. You know, that my father is some white man. You know, I actually have an ancestry DNA thing where it shows, you know, he's my father. You know what I mean? That we match, our DNAs match, right? You know, I have that too. You know, but you know, these people are so deranged. I mean, you got to be deranged. You know, if you feel, you know, you got to be deranged to say you're talking to a strange man on YouTube's dead mother. You know, this is me. This is in 2014. Hey, Dad, haven't heard from you, and I'm just checking on you. Hit me up when you can. 2014, almost 10 years ago, right? Almost 10 years ago. Me trying to this is my wife's texting me about something. You know, almost 10 years ago, trying to connect with my dad, you know, right? 2013, happy Father's Day. Thank you, son. It's going to be a better year for us from here. Meaning he was going to try to make an effort to meet me. When I wrote one of my books, I shared it with him, you know. So I've been in community. I found him originally in 2011. And since then, I've been in communication with him, trying to get to know him, trying to interact with him, you know, because he's my father, you know. Despite the piece of shit that he was, he is my father, right? So what? So this is 2012. You know, just everything. When I wrote my other book, I do a sneak peeks. It's me interacting with my father. And now the thing is, now they're saying this man, this black man, is not my father, and I'm some white man pretending to be biracial. Right? You know, this is the craziness that these fuckers say. You know, it's like my ancestry DNA, right? Hold on, let's pull that up. Let's pull that shit up. Debunk this shit completely. My ancestry DNA, right? Nope, I don't want to show my wife's name or anything below here, but so my ancestry DNA here. It shows my mother, you know, Aisha Al-Zaid. Then it shows my father. Then it shows my uncle. Then it shows my grandparents. You know, then it shows my great grandparents. Everything based off of our DNA match and ancestry DNA. All the you know how it works. How all the shit came up, right? You know, I can go on and on and on and on about this shit, right? Again, this is the last video I'm gonna do debunking this shit. I can go on and on and on, right? You know, about, you know, because like, again, like for those of you that were here in the beginning when she started bashing me, right? The crazy outlandish shit that she said, right? You know, about all stuff. And now she's trying to say that, again, that I'm a white man pretending to be biracial. Like I'm light as fuck, but I don't look white at all. You know what I mean? I don't look white at all. You know, look, when I grow my hair out, you say pictures don't lie, right? Well, when I grow my hair out, let's show you a picture with me with an afro. I've been, you know, let's show it. When I grow my hair out, my hair, there's no mistaking, you know, my racial background. So let's show a picture of me with an afro, right? I have lots in here. Let me just, while I'm talking to you, let me search through this. Picture of me when I had my afro, when I was rocking it, I got a pick in it, you know? It's like, what white guy could do that, right? But again, this is how crazy these people are. How crazy Tanya is, how crazy that crackhead, this known crackhead, Taz, convicted crackhead. And they are taking this guy, they're following this guy and believing everything this guy says like it's some golden truth because they hate angry biracial, because they can't stand angry biracial, right? It just makes no sense to me. It doesn't take me a minute to just sort through. I got a ton of pictures on my channel about me and my family. That's why I had to private it. I had a ton of pictures on here, right? So, well, I'm gonna keep talking to y'all while I'm doing it. Oh, thank you, sister. I appreciate it. This is beyond harassment. Right. Just fucking lying their ass off. Yo. Right. And they'll understand that, you know, Arabs are not all brown-skinned people. Like, have they seen the Arabs in Palestine? Have you seen the Arabs in Syria? The president, Bashar Assad, he looks like a white guy. His wife has blue eyes. Right? You know? It's like, come on now, you know? It's just, oh, here's one. Let's just show this picture. Right. My hair can hold a pick. Here's a picture of my hair holding a pick. Right here. A picture of my hair holding a pick. You know what I mean? Right here. A picture of my hair holding a pick. Yet somehow I'm supposed to be a white guy. This is me. You know what I mean? I posted this in 2020, right? October 22nd, 2020. This is me. You know? But I'm supposed to be a white guy. You know, I'm not the son of a black man, right? Right. You know, this is the nonsense. Thank you, sister. I appreciate you. They're trying to build a fire. Don't give it oxygen. Facts. This is the, you know, this is the last time that I'm going to address this, right? Because, you know, and you're right. Like they, the thing is, a lot of people on YouTube are just stupid. You know what I mean? And they follow whatever their favorite content creator says, and they don't research or do anything. You know, they don't research or do anything, right? They just follow whatever their favorite content creator says, and that's it. So they don't do research. So if Tana Tikio is spouting a bunch of bullshit and lies about me, they're gonna believe whatever she says. Like my, you know, and it's fucking crazy. And it's the same thing with that crackhead Taz, right? By the way, I'm going to be calling his you know, I'm going to be calling the Nevada parole office here shortly when I get done with this. You know, I think we're like 2 or 3 hours different, so they're open now. But I'm going to call them shortly, right? And have a talk about this parolee stalking and harassing people online. I'm pretty sure that's a violation of his probation, you know, or parole, whatever, right? And to check this out, something else. I've always been open about my past, right? Here. Let's go to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Let's put in my prison number, my old prison number from the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And let's pull it up. Right? Hold on. And let's do this. Let's do this. Let's show it. I was finished with prison and my parole in 2011. I finished my parole then. I was already out, but I finished my parole right here in 2011. You know, so it's like there's I've never hid anything, right? This is the Federal Bureau of Prisons website. I was in federal prison for a fraud charge almost 20 years ago. I finished my parole in 2011, and then that's when everything was done, right? That's when everything was done. So I was on paper after I got out for 5 years. You know? So, and what does it say on the Federal Bureau of Prisons website? Look, Federal Bureau of Prisons find an inmate, right? I put in my old prison number. Pull up my name, Jesse Adam Macbeth. I'm 39. It says my race as black, even though I'm biracial, but in the system, there's no biracial. It's just white, black, Hispanic. It says I'm black. You know? It says I'm black. Right? So like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It says, I don't know why you lose time with him. He attacks and docks the man who defends. Oh, yeah. You know, right? You know, and you know, some of my other haters from the biracial space, they were the same way. They're mad at me because I've written and published several books. 2 that were bestsellers. I had audiobooks out, and they were failed writers themselves. You know, they were, so they're hating on me because of that. You know, I have, you know, they're hating on me because I'm living a good life. I'm doing great despite all the disadvantages that I came from. Right? I'm pretty sure, like, some of my followers they work in social service, whatever. I was in group homes and foster homes in Arizona. I'm pretty sure if you got, well, I think Arizona sealed, well, I think back then they sealed the record once you turn 18. I'm pretty sure, you know, anyone that works in law enforcement that follow me, I'm pretty sure if they go in and type in my name as a juvenile, I grew up in group homes and foster homes. Everything that I spoke about in my book is 100% fact. But again, haters are going to hate, man. Haters are just purely going to hate, you know? So I've showed my birth certificate. I've showed the name of my mother on my birth certificate, and the last name of the last name that I was born with, as shown on Wikipedia before it was changed, is the same name that my mother has. So I don't know where this Lisa Maxwell is coming from. You know, I don't know where this Lisa Maxwell is coming from. They are intimidating this poor woman, threatening this poor woman to pretend that she is my dead mother. That's how foul these people are. And people probably saying, well, what makes Angry Biracial so special? Why are they doing this? I don't fucking know. I don't know what a nutbag does. You know, I'm over here just making content. You know, that's it. I'm just making content, and they didn't expect this stuttering biracial, this ex-con stuttering biracial, to have this much of an impact. You know, that I'm having. And it's blowing their fucking mind. They're trying to hurp and shut me up. To me, this seems a lot like a coordinated fucking attack. You know, and I have no doubt, you know, that Tana TKO is promoting Taz's channel because she's done this before, in a effort to try to get, expose me or something, right? But last time she tried this, I went from 2,000 subscribers to 15,000 because of her hate, because of her so-called expose, right? Just a bunch of lies and bullshit. Look, I'm pretty sure no one cares that I got in trouble damn near 20 years ago, right? I was convicted damn near 20 years ago for a fraud charge. With my time in the U.S. Army. And did I lie about being an Iraq war veteran? Yeah, I did. 100%. I never said that I didn't. I told my side of the story. I was paid by a group called IVAW. I was paid by a group called Iraq Veterans Against the War, right? To come out and say that the shit I said to help in their fight against protesting it, because they couldn't do it because a lot of them were still in the military. But me, I was a nobody. That I was dumb. I was angry. I was 19 or something, 20. I was dumb. I was angry about what happened to me in the army, and I took them up on the offer. I was damn near homeless. They paid me money, paid my rent, flew me all around the city to say these scripts for them, and I did 100%. And then when shit went south, they dumped me. Like, okay, well, he wasn't upfront with us about who he was. Like, yeah, I was, but that's what they do, right? I've been upfront about the whole time. I talked about it in my book. I talked about it online, different forums, but they don't want to show that shit. They just want to show the shit of people bashing me. And that's it. My wife's talking to me. What's going on here? So yeah. So that again, they have tons of lies planned about me, which I don't care at all. I'm not gonna watch any of this shit. As long as I don't get a notification that they're using my music, I'm good. If I get a copyright match saying my music is being used there, I will copyright strike. If you want to use my music, buy the content creator license, 100%, and you use it 100% without me. And look, I think I know again why Tana Yo is in their feelings, right? Right? I copyright struck one of her videos. She is so desperate for money. She's so broke. She's so poor. Again, I have a lot of information about her, about how she behind on taxes, with the IRS, how she got IRS liens on shit she owns, all kinds of shit. So if any female content creator that don't like her want to do expose on her, let me know. I'll email you all the shit that I dug up. Right. So it's like, it's just it is what it is. And anyone with common sense, right? Anyone with common sense would understand that it is fucking weird to come online and say that you are talking to some man's mother, whether she's dead or not. That you're talking to the dead man's mother. I mean some man's dead mother. That's weird, right? And when that guy finally came on, he didn't want to have a conversation. He just want to talk about how spread his propaganda. Oh, your mother ain't dead. Why lying on your mother, right? Again, the delusions of these fucking people. Tanya's saying that I'm not really black, that I'm not really half black, that I'm a white man. You know what I mean? It's like the fuck. And then fucking then they're saying that my children didn't come from my wife. Like, really? Again, we're a Muslim family. My wife's a Muslim. I'm not gonna show pictures of her where she's not covered properly. You know what I mean? Where my wife is in the hospital holding my children after she gave birth to them. Right? But they're saying, but because because the babies are so white looking, or they're so light skinned, they couldn't have come from the darker skinned black woman. Really? That's how dumb you all are? I don't know two shits about genetics. You know what I mean? Right? So you couldn't get me, Tanya, on the whole, you try to slander me and saying I hate dark-skinned women because my daughters didn't want to have dark-skinned dolls and wanted dolls that looked like them. You try to slander me because my daughters wanted to identify with the dolls that they're playing with. They do have dark-skinned dolls, but the American Girl doll that they wanted, They wanted to look like them. They chose a doll that looked like them. She tried to slander me and said, "Oh, he's a colorist. He hates dark skinned women." I'm like, so I show pictures of my daughters, and people start to understand a little bit. Okay, his daughters look just as mixed as him because my daughters are mixed race. I'm biracial, so my daughters are not fully black either. You know what I mean? So they wanted dolls that look like them, and she tried to slander me on that. And when that didn't work, now she's saying that I'm a white man. What the fuck? You know, now they're saying that this man is not my father, right? You know, like, well when I have look, let me pull up a conversation I had with him where he's saying he's my father. You know what I mean? And that he's sorry for not being in my life. You know what I mean? Let's pull this up, right? It's like, God, like these people are so desperate, you know? You're so desperate for anything. Let me see. I gotta find the right one. It was on his other page. Tommy, right? This man apologizing for not being in my life and admitting that he was a pimp and living the life that he lived. Everything I talked about in my book, right? Okay, hold on. Let's show this. Let's show this. Right, that's the whole premise of the American Girl doll, but somehow, you know, they want to make it into like a colorism thing. That you're trying to paint me as Bebeans as some colorist that hates darker skinned women, but yet I married a darker skinned woman. You know, I was like, what the fuck, right? This is Timothy Macbeth. It says, Jesse, I'm really sorry that your life has been so terrible. I do wish your mom could have found me to be there for you, but unfortunately, circumstances didn't allow it. If I had known where you were, I would have been there for you just like I was for the rest of my kids. Well, he wasn't, but they all share a similar life as far as me being gone, right? Because you weren't fucking there, right? But they were with their mom, and their mom was in touch with me, so therefore they spent every summer together with me. Now my lifestyle is what it is. I chose this life for me, chose being a pimp. My only hope was that my kids chose better, and all of you did. So yes, I'm proud of you and all the rest. I also wish I was in position to really come to where you are and see you and just hang out and get and eat and just be together and start the healing process. There will be time for that, but right now I'm trying to re-enter into society. He just got out of prison again for pimping and pandering, right? I'm trying to re-enter society. I'm working on becoming a productive person so we can all survive this inflation. You know, we all got to eat. Anyway, son, I do love you. My blood runs through your veins, so be patient with me. You will see it all come together. Now I will call you more. Relax. I'm your father and I'm here for you. Right? This is that man admitting it himself. My father. Right? And so I'm doing this live. So people can say, "Oh, he altered that." You know, look, and let's click on his page, right? Go to view profile. Boom. Well, this some other messages like, you know, after my father died, I had a lot to say to him, right? This was this is December 12th. I mean, December 17th of 2021. I had a lot to say to him. I'm not going to play those because, you know, I was emotional in those, you know, and you know, I had a lot to say, and I never got to meet him, you know. So this is a bunch of messages that I sent to him after he died, right? Again, you click on it, it takes you here to my father's page, right? One of his pages. You know? So, like, I'm not going to go any further into my family history. You know, look, you know, it is what it is. I've been completely upfront and honest about my life from fucking day one. I've never hid the fact that I got in trouble for so-called stolen valor. You know, I made videos about it. If you go down my timeline here, Yeah, let me do this work for you, and then I'm gonna end it because my wife's trying to sleep. My wife's trying to sleep, and my two younger ones are being loud, so my wife's being little grumpy. You know what I mean? So I gotta go up there and look out after my kids. But yeah, let's go through some of my older videos where I discuss. Let me pull it up. While I discuss me being in the army, you can see how long ago I posted these videos, right? I haven't hid from this at all. I've done. Let me share the screen. I've I, I've been all up front just because they didn't do their own research, right? I've told my side of the story the whole time. Right. This is the back end. This is my studio, my YouTube studio, right here. Make sure y'all can see. Right? This is a whole series I did. I posted this stuff back in February while I was tortured in the army for being Muslim. I posted this one back in October 2022. It's a 17-minute video of me talking about what happened to me in the U.S. Army. And like I should show my picture, right? This is the back end of it. Well, I tell this was posted. From me telling my side of the story. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I was kicked out the studio. My bad. I hit the wrong button. But yeah, these people, they're not interested in facts or anything. They're interested in bashing. Hold on. Right. So I'm gonna end this. So my wife, she wants to get some sleep, and the kids are being loud. So I'm gonna go up there and hang out with them a little bit so she can get some sleep. But that's all I really wanted to say about this. Y'all are awesome. In the next, like, they have tons of live streams that they got planned about me, but a bunch of bullshit. But all I'm saying is do the research for yourself. You know what I mean? Don't believe the bullshit that these people are saying. Do the research for yourself. I got tons of videos showing me and my family. Let me text my wife real quick. Right? I have tons of videos of me and my family, and I've never. It's like, how do you argue against this type of craziness? How do you argue against people who don't know you for shit, saying that we're exposing Biracial? Oh, he lied about. Really, dude? I don't. You don't know me. You don't know shit about me. You don't talk to any of my family members, right? I was trying to get my little brother to come on up, but he's sleeping, and have this conversation with me. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna play like that they're invisible, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna put this video, instead of my music video on my channel. This is the first thing people see, right? These people are desperate. They are desperate for hate. I wouldn't even. Right. I normally don't. I didn't watch any of the streams that Taz was doing about me, whatever. But it's just they just on. They's on some bullshit. So they're that desperate for clout. And the thing is, like, my subscriber count, it's like I maybe lost like 2 subscribers. That's it. So you're doing this big expose on me, trying to get me to lose subscribers, but it's not working. It's not, because every sane person thinks this is some crazy shit. Every sane person thinks, wow, they're talking about this guy having a speech impediment. They're saying, "Oh, this guy's mom is is alive. He lied about his mom being dead." Like, really? But when I've shown my birth certificate, you know what I mean? Like, even if I went to her grave, and showed my birth certificate next to her gravestone, you know what I mean? They'll still say, "Oh, you paid someone to put that gravestone there." That's the bullshit. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it is frustrating, and the natural instinct for me is to defend my name. But the more I defend my name, the more I give them the response they want. You know what I mean? And again, the people that are doing this, they're broke. They have no money. Tanya has no fucking money. I have all the paperwork on it. Anyone who wants it, let me know. I will email it to you. Tanya is broke as shit. Tanya is broke as shit. She is not worth suing because she doesn't have nothing to sue. And as I showed that clip of Dennis Sperling, because Taz tried to come after him, try to say shit about him, and he was doing the preliminary investigation, and like this dude broke. There's nothing like there's nothing. I'll be wasting money trying to sue and won't get shit. The same thing with Tanya, because and if you see all the rest of the big YouTubers are actually making money, actually have a lot of money on their channel. They don't do shit like this because they know that they will get sued, and they have something to lose. Only the channels that ain't making any money, they don't got shit to lose. They do shit like this because they broke. They ain't got shit to lose. I mean, again, anyone who wants the information on Tanya, you can let me know. I will email it. I'll email it to you. I got Google Earth images of the dump of the fucking shack in the hood that she lives in. Google Earth images of it. Live in the. It looks like a third world fucking city. The where she lives behind some fucking some car chop shop. Anyone who wants it, I will email it to you. Just email it. Just send me an email. I got tons of files on that. I got files showing that she has a tax warrants. Because she has tax warrants because there's one for $300 and another one for $500. Like, you can't pay $300 and $500, but you're begging people for apples online. Like, really? Like, your information was easy to come by. Was easy to come by. The records of tons of failed businesses in her name. Look. I sent her a copyright strike, right? She got mad, and the address she sent back in the copyright strike, because you got to send an address, was a virtual office. It wasn't even, it was some online virtual office. But she made a mistake because that virtual office and that virtual number is tied to all of her failed businesses, and her failed businesses were ran out of her home, right? Some of them were ran out of her home, and then doing further research, I ended up finding her name, her full name, her actual address, her date of birth, every fucking thing. For a property dispute she had, I contact some of her family members. It was just for fucking crazy. But I was like, no, I'm not that type of person. I know how it feels when they're doing it to me. Right? I know how it feels. So, like, I'm not going to stoop that low, even though she deserves it. I'm not going to stoop that low. I'm not that type of person. But when people come at you, though, it makes you want to like rage at them. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And shout outs to the content. They don't want me to name them, so it's fine. Shout out to the other content creators, that talk me down from it, like the bigger content creators that have almost as much subscribers as she does. And some have 30, 40,000. Some have more than she does. I talked to them in the back end because they hit me up on Instagram after she started bashing me, and I've been talking to them ever since, and it's like, they're like, nah, man, just ignore her. No one really believes her. Only people that believe her are just fucking idiots, They're just fucking idiots. So I ended up not doing that video. But if anyone wants the information, let me know. I'll send it. I'll send out the emails. You know. Right. They want me to sing to the level, and I decided not to. I was close though. I was really close, man. I was like, fuck. You would think if you're bashing someone, talking about how bad of a person they are, that you would hide your information better. But her information ain't hidden at all. You know, it's not hidden at all. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I think I'm in trouble with my wife right now. She's trying to sleep, but the kids are being loud. I was supposed to be, trying to keep them quiet because she's tired, and so I got to go up there and deal with that. But I love y'all, man. Thank you for watching. This is the last time I'm going to address it. It's going to go back to content as usual. Got a bunch of videos planned. I got doing this video on this cult called Islamberg, right? Right now, I'm doing the research on it. I'm doing some more. I'm doing some more, interviews of people that were that were there, right? So I'm working on that. I'll post that soon. She is another crackhead that's trying to get clout off me. I'm not worried about. I'm about that woman. You know what I mean? If anyone types in her name in YouTube, they will see how deranged she is too. You know what I mean? Right. Right. They don't want to try to tear down anyone doing better than they are. In fact, Tony has 200,000 subscribers, right? And she averages about 18 to 20,000 views on average. Some of my videos, I have like what, almost less. She has almost 10 times more subscribers than me, but more than 10 times more subscribers than I do. And some of my videos are getting way more views than she's getting. And she has 200,000 subscribers. I have 15,000. And some of my videos are getting way more views than her videos. So yeah, she's hating. Pure fucking hating, right? Right. It's funny how all these people, they're all coming together. They were all enemies once, right? I told you, Taz and the Golden Sphere, they have this history of hating each other and doxing each other. They did, you know what I mean? And now they're all coming together to hate on Angry Biracial. I guess I'm pretty fucking powerful. I'm bringing all these once enemies together to hate on me. To hate on me. You know what I mean? Anyone who's followed the Golden Sphere, go to the go on YouTube, type in Golden Sphere and Golden Goddess. You'll see how much of a mess that woman is. She's been doxxed a million times already by everybody. Her criminal record has been doxxed. Her I'm not going to talk about it, but anyway, they can go look it up for themselves. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, man, that's the last I'm gonna say about it. I got a lot more content coming up. Oh, before I go, let's talk about my speech impediment. Like, Tony even claimed that I was faking my speech impediment. This is another thing that they claim. I'm faking my speech impediment because in a lot of my other videos, I'm not stuttering. You know what I mean? A lot of my other videos, I'm not stuttering. But so he must be faking his speech impediment. That's why I don't do a lot of lives, right? Because most of my videos, as you can see, look, let me pull it up. Most of my videos are like this, right? This is my TikTok. I go on my TikTok, I go right here and I record something, right? I record something and I record 10 seconds at a time. That way I can edit out my stutter. I don't do long recordings. Like if you look at my videos that I do that way, you will see, where it skips. So I can edit out my stutter in the videos, right? But when I do live streams, I can't edit out my speech impediment. You know what I mean? So This is how crazy they are again, saying that I'm faking my stutter. You know what I mean? It's like fuck. Right? Right? It's like, come on now. Because I can effectively edit it out doing my other videos, my reactions. When I can't edit it out going live because I'm live. Right? But apparently, apparently they're saying, oh, you can tell when he's lying because he's stuttering. Motherfucker, I always stutter. I've been stuttering since I was a kid. You know what I mean? But again, this is how dumb they are. When I do my videos on TikTok, I say things for 10 to 15 seconds and then stop. And then to take a couple deep breaths and then say something else for 10 to 15 seconds. And if I stutter during those 10 to 15 seconds, I erase that 10 to 15 second clip and I re-record it. So I can effectively edit out my stutter as best I can in my other videos. Because I know a lot of people don't want to listen to a guy that's stuttering all the time, right? So that's what I do. But again, live streams, I can't edit it out. So y'all gonna hear my speech impediment. It's what it is. But that's how dumb these people are. Anyway, I got to go, man. Shout out to that woman, Lisa Maxwell. I'm sorry, that they're doing this to you. You're a disabled woman, and wholeheartedly, lady, I'm sorry that they are harassing you and threatening you. That's all I can say. She is a disabled woman in a wheelchair. She is a disabled woman in a wheelchair, and they are harassing and threatening her to say that she's my mother. I've showed the conversation live, so they can't say, "Oh, it's screenshots, it's altered." Like I can even refresh it. So they can't say, "Oh, he just changed it." Like no, it's in my fucking Facebook. She put her Facebook on private. Because she is terrified about this. Everyone's hitting her up. Are you angry Biracial's mom? Angry Biracial's mom? And she's like, no. You know what I mean? She put her Facebook on fucking private. Because these psychos are dragging this disabled woman into this. This woman who's paralyzed from the waist down into this. Using her, trying to say that she's my mother, even though she's said plenty of times that she's not. Even though the last name on my birth certificate, the name of my birth certificate of my mother doesn't match Lisa Maxwell. My birth name on the Wikipedia page that they want to cite and say, oh, Angry Biracial's such a bad guy. Look, his Wikipedia page says I was born Jesse Adam Al-Zaid, the same last name that's on my birth certificate for my mother. Aisha Igiri Al-Zaid. Like, we all know that, when a woman has a baby in the hospital, right? And the father is not there or whatever, the baby gets the mother's last name. And that's what happened to me. It's public fucking record. It's public record what my last name was when I was fucking born. It was Al-Zaid, the same last name as my mother. But yet, they don't want to do their research, and her followers don't want to do the research either. Anyway, I got to end this. Love y'all. Be safe, and thanks for tuning in. I'm not going to address this anymore. I'm done with that. It feels weird having to. It feels weird that I'm defending who I am. And I'm defending the fact that my mother's dead to people that don't know me, that I've never met. You know what I mean? It's just fucking weird. It's a weird position to be in. You know what I mean? These people are crazy. Craziness. Let's end this with Kang just be Kangin'. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. last time I'm gonna address this. They can do all the live videos that they want to do. It's just fucking bullshit, and everyone knows it. They just, I don't know. People just love to hate, you know. But I'm not gonna stop, and before you know it, I'll be at 20,000 subs. I wouldn't passed up that crackhead's ass. You know what I mean? And before you know it, I'll be passing up to Tiny TKO too, because you may be able to slander me with all you want, but my message is clear, and it's the same, and it's powerful, and you can't stop it. Speech impediment at all, can't stop it.
Kangs just be kanging, doing kangly shit. They live their lives in ignorance and pain. Yeah, Kangs just be kanging, doing kangly shit. The Kang is never gonna change. Yeah.
Kangs that came them last, all they do is talk shit. If talking was currency, this Brahmish Kangs will be rich. Kangs are heavy on the base, below on the track.
I should probably make a song about female Kangs, because Tiny TKO is definitely a female Kang. You know what I mean? You know, it is what it is. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
It's angry biracial.